John Coleman, you wait for a goal is over, but only a point on the board at the end. Is it a case of mixed feelings tonight?
Well, the lads feel like it's a defeat, but when they wake up tomorrow, they'll probably think it's a good point. They pegged us back to 2-2 with half an hour to go. We had the other time on as well, and so we could have crumbled. And there were signs in the first 5 minutes of that last 30 minutes that we might have run, but we stood up. And we tried to carry on playing football. They're a good side. They're unbeaten at home for a reason. But I thought we played ever so well tonight. I thought we passed the ball really well. We got back to the way we play. One of the lads made a statement in there that we've got our identity back, and I think that was correct tonight.
Particularly first half, when you went in front and you made further chances after that, that was very much back to the way that you've played earlier in the season, wasn't it?
Well, we know we can pass the ball, and sometimes we've been getting caught in between passing it and going long, and we'll always be a passing side. And when you're not winning games, the tendency is to try and get the ball forward as quick as possible, and there's no one wants that more than the fans, but they've got to be patient, and we've got to be patient. And I think the way that we played enhanced our chances of going into the lead. We went 2-0 up deservedly with a fantastic goal, and we could have scored more, and then it's a mistake by Johnny for their first goal, and then they throw the kitchen sink at us to get their second one when we lose the ball again in midfield. And then we could have gone under, as I said, but we didn't. And there's some good performances out there, and we have to use that as a springboard now to try and take us onto a run of 4 league games where we've got to pick up points.
How much did it lift everybody in the dugout as well as on the pitch when you were awarded that penalty and Billy Key dispatched it?
Well, Billy's been going through a bit of a bad time, and the last thing he wants him to do is miss the pen, but he had the courage, and it does take a lot of courage to take penalties. I know I've been a penalty taker myself, and there's times when it's the last thing you want to do when you haven't been scoring goals, and I know it's a chance to break your duck, but the fear of failure can be even greater, and I've been there first hand, so I know how it feels, and it's a fantastic pen.
Paul Smith off the mark as well with a terrific goal.
Great goal, and if he'd have been a bit more cynical, he'd have got Jimmy Dunn sent off. I asked him why he didn't go down. He said he wanted to score, so that's refreshing, isn't it?
In terms of the Sunderland side of things, I guess you knew there would be an onslaught if they could get a goal. Can you take something from that in a way, that the 30 minutes you say after they levelled up, that you did manage to see it out and get the point?
Well, they didn't have too many chances in that 30 minutes. They got a goal disallowed. The lad was offside, and they had a couple of balls into our box, but there wasn't any real clear-cut chances. I think Johnny's made one good save. And I was disappointed that for the last 15 minutes we gave the ball away when we hadn't been doing it all night. We'd been passing the ball really well. I mean, we did a lovely move that ended up with Billy Key having a diving head, and the keeper saved it, and the move for that was fantastic. And we've got to build on that. Not every team's going to let us play, and if teams stop us, they've got a commitment to stop us, and that should open up avenues elsewhere. We've got to improve, and we know that, and we'll try.
And just lastly, I know you have been one of the very few people not using Sunderland as a kind of measuring stick for Accrington being in this division. But what was the night like? 600 odd Accrington supporters up there. How much could you hear them? How much were you aware of them in such a massive crowd?
Our fans were fantastic tonight. A big thank you to them. And for all the hard slog, the ups and downs they've been through, since myself and Jimmy Bell and John Coleman ironically walked into the doors 20 years ago, come May. For all the hardships that we've all been through, and especially the fans, nights like this is a good reward for them, and I'm pleased that they can stick their chest out. They've come to the stadium and light, and I'm going away disappointed that they haven't won.
Yeah, is there a bit of pinch yourself, even when you've been so level-headed and feet on the ground about it?
Well, I look at non-league teams now, and I look at the managers who are doing sterling jobs in non-league, and I've got a lot of admiration for that, because I know how much hard work has to go in, and we have more. We've got limited resources, but you have really limited resources. And when you think about all the teams who used to be above us, I can remember Bamber Bridge lording it over us. So, and that's no disrespect to Bamber Bridge, because it's a fantastic club. But I remember when they were a bigger club than us. So, we have come a long way, but you don't sit back and gloat over that. You know, you've always got to keep working hard. And the one thing that I think that maybe sets us apart and makes us unique is that we give our all the while. We try to give our all the while. It doesn't always come off. But I think we've got a strong bond with the fans, especially the home games where we can go and fraternise with them after the game. And there's not many clubs that have that availability to the fans, so that's what makes us unique. And I think that's why, you know, when we can give them nights like this, it would have been a win, it would have been terrific.